Hello and welcome to Briar Rose Cottage. Whoops, my hand's shaking. I'm inside today doing a little bit of work. Definitely a no brush hair day. It's too humid and that's kicking up migraines and stiffing up my neck, which is giving me the headache back there. But I'm okay. Stretched out my neck enough to be able to do a little bit of chores. So today I'm in the kitchen for it at the moment, and starting in here, I need to do some tidy up in the living room too as well. Got a movie for my birthday, the third Ant-Man movie, and need to find the second one because Dave didn't really see all of it. So before we watch the third one, we need to watch the second one, but I need to go and clean up the mess in the living room. And get that all together. I do realize that my last Wednesday video I did say welcome to the Crone Cottage. Found that in editing, left it because I wondered how many people would notice. So I'll pause this and switch the camera angle around. Okay. Cottage kitties. Okay, so some of the things that have happened in the last few months that didn't get made mention of in videos was, you know, the china cabinet and getting that all set up and changing this here type thing, plants and cats and some storage. But what I did so far today is this. Now, this whole cupboard had tons of jars and things like that, and stacked like that, so I really couldn't see or know what was in my cupboard. These I had for ease of myself. I had this all in a baskety thing in the living room, but I decided what I wanted to do when I cleaned up this cupboard here was to put all my pills in here. Now I have them sorted into day, sort of middle, whatever, night, and then the extra stuff, you know, with some band-aids tucked in the back there. And so I'm going to clean that out, pull all that out, and that's where chips and cookies and popcorn is going to go. Just get it out from the above the sink cupboard, because some stuff gets up on the very top shelf, and you can see what kind of a mess that the bottom shelf was. Well, I decided I needed to put the juicer up there, you know. Dave's cookies are up there. There's a little bit of cookies and popcorn maker. This is a better cupboard for storing those little utensils, machines and things like that. But go through and get rid of all this stuff, you know, type thing. Sorry, I don't know why it's so blurry. Could be the light in here. And just move food to that top shelf. But the beautiful thing about this space above my vitamins and stuff is that I can put another shelf in here, and then maybe put like Dave's cookies for work and stuff on there. So right now everything that was on that bottom shelf is right here, and the goal is to get this little bookcase that I bought to put all those on months ago, get this all put together so I can do that. So more fish in the bowl, and that's empty now. So getting to get rid of that has been underway for too long now, for a week and a half, but I get to things as I can get to things, because you know, with the head and the arthritis and everything, just putting the lid on Cleo's food. But yes, we went to Lloydminster the other day, did some shopping, and then stuff got packed in here. Stuff off the table, they got piled on the table, got piled into chair. I went looking for writing stuff. Took that out of there, and it ended up here. So I'm kind of in that drop stuff again, and I really do want to quit that so that I can get tidy, because this is horrid. Like, I can't even use that. Christmas, I got plates. Those are like my ones my mom had. So other than today, the stove has actually been cleaner. The other day I put this on here. It was all torn up and stuff. It's sticking where it was flat, not sticking so much where it wasn't, but that's okay. I can put some glue on it because I don't care. It's dollar store peel and stick things, but it made this look so much nicer. I picked that up too at the $1 store. No, secondhand store, not dollar store. I made that. That's a Bag-O-Day pattern. So yeah, just totally trying to get stuff a little cleaner so my counters quit looking so cluttered, and I have open space to do dishes. I got a fish tank over here. I love my kitchen fish right there. I really do. But even though I got rid of some stuff, did manage to kind of just shove crap back in there. But I do have the ice maker out, and that's a godsend when you have menopause, I tell you. So anyways, back at it, and my little seedlings I got for free. Always liked extra. Actually, these are cuttings. Mostly are cuttings in here. In bottom half of a Walmart muffin tray thingy. So, but anyways, and then there's some other ones in here that I'm trying to root. Get some roots going on them so I can plant them. My friend Natasha gave me that mushroom last fall. I really love it. The frog was here, and it has a little plastic dish that has water in so that there we go, so that the plant can have roots in there. Great roots. So, but I'm going to get back at it, and hopefully I can get outside for a little bit and got some tomato plants yesterday and a few other things, and they need to go in the dirt. So, okay, until later. Yeah, you wanted something to eat? And we're back. Had a bit of a halt on progress because no matter how hard I'm trying, I cannot find the shelf, the second shelf for the bookcase thingy that I wanted to put my spices and herbs and spell stuff in. Because sometimes it's just nice to have some flower petals so you can whip up a nice relaxing bath or something. And yes, no matter how hard I try, I have tried looking at other shelves, and I found one that was long enough, the right length, and then it wasn't the right width. Everything else that I would do a sort of make-do seems to be too long. The right width is okay, but the length isn't. Was that good? Is that good? So I'm taking a break for a minute to regain my brain and get over my frustration. That's the nibbler. Cottage Kitty is the nibbler. I had to put my hair back too because it was just hanging in my face. Girl. Baby girl. Yeah, it was just hanging in my face and being annoying. And when my bangs get a certain length, start getting down about my eyes, then I have trouble seeing through the veil. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about my shelf. I'm probably going to fill the top shelf. You're being cute. You're being so cute. Purr, 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 purr. Oh, you got a smile on your face. So yes, I'm probably, so I can get some stuff tidied up that way. I was going to go outside and do stuff outside, but it's not very nice out there today. It's all cloudy and kind of gross, so. Big sigh. For things that don't work and want to just make me throw things because I'm frustrated and say screw it and go out the door and leave the house to Dave and the cats. Hi everyone, and I'm back. It is now Thursday, so I'm really kind of late with this video, getting it together, but it's been that kind of week, and just taking it easy today. I decided, as it was rainy and kind of meh, it was a laundry day, but I'm going to have to use the dryer and not be able to hang stuff out. And in order to save my back, I decided to see if I could get the water to go out onto the yard away from the deck a little bit. And that was a success. I've got the third load of laundry in, so I'm playing a little bit of catch up in the laundry department. Is kind of nice. It's all well and good to do the good thing and reuse the water, especially in these times where it is so dry here and that kind of thing. But I need to get stuff done. I need to get that mess cleaned up downstairs, and lugging that much water to put on plants and my compost and stuff like that is just going to kill me. So being kind to myself and and getting the job done without killing myself is a good thing. So unfortunately, I'm doing Stairmaster today because it's up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. But as it was cold and cooler today, it's a tea day. Just some regular orange pico. That's what I felt like. Cleo's trying to get beside me here. I thought she wanted food. Ugh. There we go. Hey, sweetie. But yeah, some regular. It just was a tea day. It's been a movie day. I started out with Kung Fu Panda, and then I fell asleep in How to Train Your Dragon, and I just finished Enola Holmes, the first one. So yes, it's just been a park it on Netflix on movies I've already seen several times, just to relax and have while I'm doing stuff. So yeah, so it's just been a very gentle and quiet day. Sorry, Cleo, I didn't mean to startle you. No, I didn't mean to startle you, honey. Who's that? Oh, that big thump noise was Simon. Yes. The sage cat. Yeah, because he's a boy. So yes, so that's what it's been today. It's just a take it easy, and yes, I did brush my hair now that I've fluffed it up. But yes, I did brush my hair, but it's just poofy because I'm growing it out. And there are a tiny bit of second thoughts on growing out hair. Because when it's humid, this mop is extra warm. I have been enjoying it being short. I thought I wanted to grow it out, but I'm not so sure now. Maybe it's just because it's in that poofy stage. Like, I did put it back in some little clippy things that I'd bought when it was still long, and I really did like that. So, sort of having that on the hair department. So yes, just some chit chat today. I will be getting down to business in a minute. I wasn't quite able to do what I wanted to do in the kitchen because I am missing a shelf for the bookcase, and I looked for it everywhere. I even tried to find replacement shelves for just time being, knowing that once I put that replacement shelf in really quickly, I'd probably find the shelf for it and get everything organized. But didn't, nothing worked. It was either, most of them were too long, but the one shelf I did, that I swiped out of another shelf and made a mess cleaning that shelf up so I could borrow, but it for what I wanted, and then to have it be too thin. It was the right length, but it was too thin. Thank heavens, the other mess that I had was a mess I needed to clean up anyways. So, you win some, you lose some, and life is just what it is. So, big sigh. So yes, today has been doing a little tiny bit of puttering and just some wandering in the house. Yeah, I tried just doing the laundry, but definitely take it easy. I do believe this stormy weather that we've had the last little while is what's triggered the extra in here in my neck, in the back of my head, and migraine-y. Yeah, because this all feels like it's eased up now that the sunshine has come out, which will give me an opportunity to wander the yard and take some pictures and things outside for tomorrow's video. Anything. So I'm going to pause here and then walk around and show you. Well, actually, I'm just going to get up and try not to jiggle this too much. See. Oh, I do have to pause here. There, see, there she is. Okay, so in here, I got rid of the one bin that was right there, and table's a lot cleaner than it was, and emptied the chair and restacked stuff there. I did find I was looking for the Ant-Man movies, and I did find them. They were a lot easier to find than I thought they were going to be. Okay, that's just aquatic plants, and the cats have been drinking out of that. And there's fish in there. But yes, I got this here. I took that stand out of the bathroom. Brand new, had never been used. I had a plan for it in the bathroom, and then didn't use it. But yes, so there we go. I had a bin with a bunch of stuff, spices and herbs and things in it, so I got rid of that bin, which is actually the bin that's right there. It cleaned it all up and put some yarn stuff in it, and got this all done and tidied up there. And I have fish there are fish in there. So yes, that fish tank is completely empty, and we'll be going outside hopefully this weekend or next week, and then there's fish in there. And so because I was only able to, because I didn't have the shelf, I wasn't able to get that emptied up there without having some place to put it and making more mess. So and there, I think I got this in the beginning of the video, but I just thought I would show that again. But yes, now my stove is all cleaned off and the island is cleaner, and it turns out that this bookshelf here had the right length shelf in it, but the shelf, it's thinner than what it was. So that it was you win some, you lose some kind of situation. The next big project, I guess, coming up is definitely getting this porch cleaned up and cleaned out so that I can get the washing machine in the house. Oop! Cat running fast. Because yes, I have the washing machines right here, and that's what I did today. I got it. Found 2 pieces of hose to do that. So very windy. It's been very, very windy today. I got stuff. I'm going to move those beans out of there. I bought a dahlia to go in there now that the weather's a little bit nicer, and hopefully it'll get nice and big like that one. And my poor little tomato plants, they stuck in here. You can't see them. They're still in their pots. It just hasn't been nice. And I'm not sure what's going on with these trees other than they do look dead. The leaves are all dead. So I'm going to have to give them a bit more to see if they're just, the leaves all died because they're dead, or the leaves all died because it's just focusing on roots. Oh, the columbine went to seed. Have to pay attention to that. Just have a bit of a walkies around the front yard here. Lots of daisies have been blooming and doing their thing, and a bunch of them are going to seed now. Around in the, woo! Got lots of wind today. And this plant here, or this leaf here, I thought it had died, but it hasn't, and I am going to have to go through here and do some weeding because there's only supposed to be nasturtiums in here, and I have all sorts of weeds again. And the only suitable not me planted plant is the sunflowers. Oh, here we go. We got one flower. Most of the roses have come and gone. It's been so hot this last week with their blooming. It's just been too hot. So they come up and then they do that. So nice to have caught the briar roses. And this is getting ready to bloom. which is nice. And then lots of daisies over here. I think I'm going to move this one. Come out and cut all the flowers off and then move it so that it's not quite so crowded in here. And definitely have to clean this whole flower bed up. And always a ton of bird seed, courtesy of the birds, growing in here. So I'll have to get back in here. The only thing I'm leaving grow in here is sunflowers. But, oh, it looks like the viola, some of it, is trying to do. It didn't all die. This one took, which is good. Some of them look really, really sad. And over here I'm going to have to, I think I have to redo my planters over here, because the beans in here are not doing very good, and I don't need trees growing in there. Yeah, like, I'm not sure what happened to this bean, but the top is gone. Maybe wind, it's maybe too windy up here. So, may have to spend a little bit of money in here. Baby lilac sprouted all on its own, so it's suckered from one of these two here, from there. But yes, those lilacs seem to be doing fairly well. As we walk around, and over here, oh, I put in carrots in these tiny little, teeny tiny little green things. Not this green thing here, but these teeny tiny little grass-like things. That's carrots. Right there. And here, you can see them better here. So just some general weeding going on, and I cleaned up and created another garden space over here. I think this was the chocolate mint here, and it has exploded, and then there's a thistle right there I gotta dig out. But over in the back there, in that space, I've got calendula, and then I put some beets and carrots there. And over here, I got 3 zucchinis, and it looks like potentially 3 zucchinis in this pot, and the one and that one there, and then one there. So of the 6, I have 3 in each pot. I mean, of the 8. And then this one is beets, and then this is carrots, and then the trees and the sunflowers are doing very well, including the ones I did not plant. And little trees here. Lots of little trees along here. Oh. Yeah. This poor sunflower right here, it broke off. But that was a bird planted that. And that's where all these the sunflowers came from. But all my tree seedlings that I planted seem to be doing okay now. Definitely gonna get to that this summer. For my sorted out, take what I need for doing fences and stuff like that, and what my nephew, Kirk's one nephew, he was doing knives and stuff, and his brother can always use, Kirk's brother could always use stuff at their place. And the raspberry, which this is the original plant here, but I've got a sucker seedling there growing, and over here. And the raspberry over here. and with trying to make berries, so that's cool. And then my climbing rose is doing its thing, and really doing its thing, because check this out. We have flowers. It's flowering. Oh, I didn't see this the other day. There's buds there too. And this mint came back. Oh, this one's the chocolate mint. The other one is the ginger mint. That's right. Go away. Those make seeds that cling to the cats. So, and this one, this raspberry has berries on it too. Hi, Simon. And that was for a game that we were playing, Rob and I were playing, that I won. Yes, yay me. Sort of dark lawn bowling sort of type thing that we were doing. And it was fun. We had a good time. And then we have this, where I extended makeshift frame so I could get going on there. And that peony is doing good, and sunflower. These ones I all transplanted, and they're doing really nice now. And I shoved more beets in here. Got some beets coming up, which is good. And the reason why I'm planting vegetables with my here, let's look at, there's Simon. The reason I'm planting vegetables with my flowers is that it can be done. It's absolutely can be done. But in these times when it's so dry, the only way to keep your flowers going is to put your vegetables with them. So a companion plant, so that you can have flowers too. Or plant lots of edible flowers like pansies and roses. Rose petals are, and the hips, the seed part, they're all edible type thing. Put carrots and things in with your stuff, so that as you are able to water your food crops, you get that nice little pretty too, you know. The days of having nothing but flower gardens may be over because of climate change. And the rhubarb's hanging in there. And as you can see, in this compost, not everything has broken down. I think mine is just way too dry. I can get lots of heat, but not enough wet. So I get a lot of stuff that just doesn't break down. But I've been using it in my planters and things. And the lilacs. And this one had, it had a sucker shoot too, right there. So that's kind of nice. And then I tried to take a picture, and I noticed when I did the last picture with music, this didn't come out very clear. And that's what it was supposed to look like. Oh, I got a cornflower or bachelor button. There's Simon. It's been nice having Rob come and mow, I must say. And there's from wind last week, or beginning of the week, pardon me. I lost that big branch. So that's 2 off that little maple in the front. And those are hollyhocks. And in the front here, I've got to go and weed this, but I put turnips in here. with my hollyhocks and sunflower seeds that were obviously in the soil or something. Another peony. And the viola that was growing in here. And the strawberries that were here completely died, but as I was moving stuff around, I was able to salvage some sunflower seeds, and they're sunflower plants, and they're in here. And it turns out I had 5. When I went and cleaned this bed up, there were 5. I bought 2 new everbearings, so if you want strawberries to make strawberries all summer long, get everbearings. I have 1 starting to ripe, and sunflowers in the back there. And the lettuce that I transplanted from the front is perking up, and I put some parsley in the back. But yes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pardon me, 6 strawberry plants in here. And this one and that one I thought had died. Those are 2 of the original strawberry plants that I put in here, and they came back. So I'm really, really happy about that. And the rhubarb, and my poor viola, it's just not. Well, you try. You move it, you try. So this is where the original plant. I have picked some off. I need to cook up. Cleaning up. Got some poppies and onions and a tree. I'm not sure whether I'm moving that tree or not. Put some sunflowers in here that I salvaged. And poppy and onions. So, around. And peas. Got the peas are going, and put the rest of the lettuce in there. Hey, Simon. And potatoes. And the currant bush is doing wonderfully. And so is this rhubarb. This rhubarb here has also taken off, and its little buddy right there. And this peony is doing really good. This is the one that bloomed. And it's got a ton of viola in here. That's where the viola in the front came from, was in here. Dug that out. And over here, this potatoes is doing good. And when I got this from the neighbor later, because I wanted the pot, and don't mind having the onions, it has, I do believe this is like peppermint or something in there. And bird seed plant, but this potato decided to finally grow things, so I can pull the bird seed out, because this is potato. And there we go. So just to wander around the yard stuff. So yes, with compost, you need enough green and or things like paper in it to keep the smell down, and enough wet. And I'm thinking that my biggest problem is I don't have enough wet in there. Like, it's been rainy, but I forgot to take the rugs off the top that I'd put there to keep the grass from drying and then blowing off all over everywhere. Type thing. So I've got to figure that out, because I really, really like to have it break down a little bit quicker than it's been doing. So, and now we have beautiful blue sky. It has warmed up. And Life is good. So, peace, love, and happiness, everybody. Remember, be kind, and especially to yourself, and always count your blessings, your happies, and your prouds, because we all deserve a pat in the back. Bye, and I'll catch you later in the next video.